got one more thing that I want to bring up because I was completely blown away when I saw this, and it was on. I want to say it was on NBA Today yesterday, and because and Amos knows I'm the biggest hater of Kevin Durant there is in the universe.
Right.
Because I think he's worse than LeBron because he had that team on the ropes and then turned around and goes to that team the next year.
Right.
So but you guys, Amos and KJ, you're always talking about analytics and efficiency, and the thing that popped up, and I never really kind of considered this because nobody ever really thinks of the mid range game as being that vital, but Kevin Durant is the only player that has shot 57% or above in the mid-range game in the history of the league. No one else has ever done that. 57. He's shot 60% twice, and he's only taken more than 20 shots a game 3 times in his career, and that fool is average. His career average is like 28 points a game with less than 20 shots a game.
And that's the thing, Alan. Like, that's a great stat to bring up, and I certainly didn't know about that stat. But I think we all.
What was the entire stat?
The entire stat is no player other than him has shot 57% or better in the mid-range game, and he's done it 3 times. He's the only player to do that.
Okay.
57%, but he shot 57%, and then he's done it 3 times, and the other 2 times he shot 60% from mid-range.
Yeah.
And the thing that blows me away is that he's only averaged more than 20 shots a game 3 times a year. Dude been in the league 14 seasons. 14 seasons and averaging almost nearly 30 points a game.
Okay, but his first 3 years he played with a shot Chuck Westbrook. Then the next years he played with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. Then the next years he plays with James Harden and Kyrie. Of course, he's not going to take that many shots. It's not that impressive.
Who was considered the leader of those teams, bro? All I'm saying is that
he was never a leader. That's why people give him crap.
No.
Steph was
not but who was considered the leader of those teams? Even Steph said that those teams were Durant's teams.
No,
those were Durant's teams.
Yes, even Steph said it, bro.
All 3 of those.
Steph said when he was there, that was his team.
I will find the video and get the information that I saw proving that wrong, and I will show it to you guys on another date. Okay. Give me the time. I know for a fact.
Okay, we'll save it for another day. There's still a lot of season left. We still got a whole month and a half before the playoffs start. So
Amos wanted to say something.
All I wanted to say is that's pretty impressive, man. I mean, you know me. I'm always the naysayer when you start throwing analytics, but I think that's pretty damn impressive for a guy that shoots jumpers most of the time.
Yep. No, I would actually more agree with you. I get KJ's point. He's basically trying to say, well, if he didn't he didn't need a bunch of shots, so 57% isn't as impressive if he was the lone guy per se. But I still agree with you.
57% isn't impressive. I'm saying that the stat of he's only shot above 20 times, 3 times or whatever. That's not impressive because he plays with teams where there's other scorers, other great.
Bro, what's his career average?
Last year, who did his career average? Curry got hurt. James Harden got hurt.
Wait, last year?
What's his career average?
For 4 games. He had to take over for 4 games.
Average?
So did LeBron. LeBron had to take over for 3 games. It doesn't.
What's his career average, bro? Come on.
I'm just saying.
You gotta.
Hold on.
Even. I mean, he's the only player that's ever done that. Only player in the history of the league.
Melo was 2% off in 2008. It's 2%. He was 55%.
Melo's arguably one of the best mid-range shooters in the game, though. I mean,
that's how he made his career. That's how he scored all of his.
That's why I looked him up. But what were you saying, Amos?
No, but I was also going to say though, just to I know we're kind of jumping back and forth with topics. And you'll have to look it up on a different day, though.
How many shots did Melo have to take to get there, though?
Well, hold on. I'll look it up. But
how many shots did he take a game? Look at this. Look at this. What are his career? What are his career stats here? Let's see. Career. He's a 27.3 career score, 27.3 score, and shooting less than 20 shots a game. That's some efficiency, bro. That's some efficiency. 27.3 points a game.
Amos is trying to say something.
Yeah, Amos is trying to say something.
I think Alan knows that I'm getting ready to side with KJ, so he doesn't want to let me talk. So what I was going to say was no, but I actually do tend to agree with KJ's thinking as far as who was the leader on those teams. Because I think there was some back and forth. No, hear me out, Alan. It's not Alan. Efren, hear me out. There was some back and forth. And so to me, it was Steph, because you have to remember, even Draymond said it himself, right? Like, we didn't need you to come over here and win it. We were already doing it for you, right? You heard Draymond say that. Draymond did say,
yeah, but the thing is, they couldn't. Let's be honest. They lost that series 3-1 to LeBron.
To Cleveland because he got hurt, bro.
Yeah. And because who got hurt?
Durant.
Durant wasn't part of that series.
No.
OKC. He blew his own 3-1 lead.
That's the one that they beat Durant, and they came back and lost in the 3-1 to LeBron. That same year is the year that
Mr. Efficient was up 3-1 on Golden
when
State.
He was in Miami.
No. How can Draymond,
the second year, the first year,
say that? Hold on. How could Draymond say that when he knew they needed KD because LeBron had them beat that year? If LeBron was, when you added a third shooter to that team, that made it an unstoppable team.
This is a lose-lose for you. This is a lose-lose for you, Efren. So either A, the only reason why the Cavs won is because Draymond got ejected, or B. Hold on, Amos. Or
the dirty play he did.
Okay. So then that means the second option is you're admitting that LeBron's greatness brought him back from 3-1.
Yes, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay, I just wanted to hear that.
I see stuff, but he ain't no GOAT. Like I said, it is a lose-lose. But you look at it. If it wasn't so that means KD is better than LeBron. Because
I'm gonna find that video.
Who's the only player that can beat LeBron?
Who's the only player getting double and triple team in that playoffs?
KD. KD can score over anybody. It don't matter who.
Obviously, he couldn't score over. He couldn't score over the Celtics last year.
Look what he was doing.
Over Jaylen Brown.
Look at what he was doing. What are you talking about?
Bro scared to shoot. Shot 7 shots one game last year in the playoffs.
You even know in your guys' head that if we put LeBron against KD can outscore him like nothing.
Okay, but you put LeBron against Jordan, he's just going to bully him to the rim. That doesn't mean he's a better player.
No, he's not.
That doesn't mean he's a better player.
I have to disagree with that though, E, because I think if they were both in their prime, I don't think that he wouldn't dominate him like he probably would now.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. At the same time, you gotta.
I want to see Durant's field goal percentage against Giannis. Because that is the best defensive player in the league. That's his height, his size, his position, and guards him. Because
go ahead, Amos.
Well, no, I mean, I just think at the end of the day, too, we have to understand, too, a lot of these arguments are going to be semantics, okay? So we're talking about KD, Braun. To me, there's no argument who's the better player, and it shouldn't be. Everyone knows Braun is the better player. But to your point, Efren, KD, everyone says James Harden is the scoring guy, right? He's the best scorer in the league. But before him, everyone was saying it was KD, right? KD got hurt the last few years, and afterwards it was James Harden. So to me, that's just KD's thing. And so you could argue, yeah, KD's a better scorer than LeBron. But imagine LeBron in his prime as a young guy. He was arguably one of the best two-way players, I should say, we've ever seen, right? So he's gonna be super physical with KD. And I just think, yeah, KD, that's his game. He's gonna be pulling up, shooting over guys because of his long wingspan, right? But Braun would make him work in his prime. And if we're going the other way around, Braun's gonna bully KD. KD's he's always been in a slight frame, right? And so I just think it's to say KD is going to outscore LeBron isn't like breaking news. I'm not calling you out, Efren, because I can kind of agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you in a sense, but I'm just saying we're arguing semantics because at the end of the day, we all know KD is one of the best scorers to ever play the game, right? So he's going to score over anybody, and that's LeBron included. But LeBron's going to make him work.
what would you say, Efren? You said that if KD and LeBron went against each other, what?
If KD and LeBron, like you said, you put Jordan into the mix, but
No,
you
no, no.
gotta.
I know. Just
I don't
go
know.
back
When
to the
you put
KD and
Jordan
LeBron.
and LeBron and in their primes, you gotta remember Jordan won Defensive Player of the Year how many times?
No,
And Offensive Player of the Year how many
all
times?
all I'm
What
saying,
has LeBron done? What has LeBron done?
no. What was the KD versus LeBron thing you said?
I think KD can score on LeBron all day.
Okay, and LeBron can score on KD
Twos and threes are different.
against each other,
Twos
head to
and threes are
head.
different.
No,
Twos and threes are
head to head.
twos and threes are different.
Okay, look
Remember,
at the
it's a different
threes.
game, like you guys said, right? It's a different game nowadays. You put it 1-on-1, KD, hey, let LeBron go inside all day.
KD.
But KD can score threes all day.
So LeBron has a
KD can
better.
But
score
one
threes
thing,
all day.
LeBron.
one thing you gotta remember, E, is that they don't play 1-on-1 anymore.
No,
It's a,
no, no.
it's a team game, and it's always, and it's, and they're always going to be on the court with four of the guys. So,
But hold on,
you
but
know,
hold on now, and that's a good point, Alan. It really is. But we're kind of speculating, right? We're imagining things, and
right,
at the end of
right.
the day, and hold on. At the end of the day, threes are better in twos. Well, not even necessarily twos. Threes are better than threes, Efren. When you're going 1-on-1, it's not a threes game, Efren, especially when someone is more physical and bigger than someone, okay? You have to understand, KD, it's going to be harder for KD to shoot over LeBron and get threes more than it would be for LeBron to consistently drive and bump. Because at the end of the day, they're going to let them play. Let's be honest, LeBron's just going to ram into him constantly. And I'm just saying, that's an easier way to score than it is for KD to take advantage. Now, again, if you're talking about threes where it's not make it, take it, right? I could actually buy because threes, LeBron's going to be getting a lot of twos. Well, KD and his team's probably going to be going for threes. But in the one-on-one scenario, and I get what you're saying, Alan, but if we're just talking about that scenario, LeBron's going to have an easier time, in my opinion. I love KD, man. Like, I'll just say this too. I'm the only guy in here and probably in the world, other than Golden State fans, that wasn't mad at KD for moving on, and that was just me being a KC hater. But yeah, I don't hate KD like my guy too. But yeah, I just that scenario, man. I'm
But
taking
he was drafted by your hometown team, bro, and I understand that. But I've always been hard on him because of that. But I just, I never really, I'm not an analytics guy. I'm not looking at the numbers like that, like you guys do. And I heard that and I saw it and I was like, damn, that's actually pretty impressive, because you would think that actually would belong to someone like Wilt Chamberlain or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Not really, because they
You
played
know,
like
well,
inside.
yeah, it was,
more inside
but
and
Kareem, most of his shots were from outside. Most of his hook shots were from outside the key.
True.
Okay, and that would be considered mid-range, right?
But you got to realize that.
Okay.
I think that. So where did you see that stat? Because sometimes
It was on NBA Today.
There's a cutoff, Alan, right? That's what you're going to say, KJ, because usually it's like after
Yeah.
1980 started showing those stats. So for all we know, Alan, it could have happened, right? They just didn't cover those stats, before 1980, for example.
I didn't pull it up anywhere, bro. I saw it on NBA Today. It was on NBA Today yesterday. They were talking about it was specifically about efficiency. They were talking about efficiency and who has been the most efficient player, not necessarily of all time, but over the last like 25 years, I think is what they were the sample pool was from. And I was kind of blown away. I mean, I didn't realize that it's mind-boggling to me that the man averaged nearly 30 points a game his whole career and only shot, less than 20 shots a game. And you guys want to say that he played with a bunch of guys, but he still had to do it on the court. It's not that easy, because I mean, you think about it, if even in our primes when we were playing, we couldn't shoot mid ranges like that and average those kind of points. Come on, that's impressive.